transportation, transportation, transportation. Chapter 1. Public transportation. The U.S. has many forms of transportation. People get around by bus, rail, or car. They also walk or bike. Many people use public transportation. It runs on a schedule. Most rides are not free. Public transportation. Buses, trains, and other kinds of transportation that run on a schedule are open to everyone and cost money to ride. Public transportation is different everywhere. Some cities have many choices. Other places have none. It depends on how many people live there. Types of public transportation. Many cities have public buses. Rides do not cost much. Buses go along a planned route. Maps are online. Schedules are too. Route. A planned way to travel from one place to another. Bus stops are often marked. There may be a sign or bench. The wait may be long. Buses can be slow. Some large cities have rail transit. Rail can be a fast way to travel. Rail transit has other names. It may be called light rail. It is also called commuter rail. Rail transit, public transportation that runs on train tracks. An underground train is called a subway. Subways are in some big cities. Subway, a train that usually travels underground. Subways can be fast. A streetcar is a small train. Its tracks are on city streets. Sometimes people need to cross water. They may want to get to an island. A ferry can take them there. Some ferries carry bikes and cars. Ferry, a boat that carries people, bikes, and cars back and forth across water. Public transportation can cost less than other choices, but it can take longer. It is not always ready when you need it, and it does not go everywhere. It only goes to stops on a planned route. Paying for rides. People pay a machine, or they pay a person at a booth. Other times, they pay a driver. Rides may not cost much. Taxes help pay for them. There are ways to save. Buy many rides at once. Get a monthly pass. Ask about a student discount. Prices will be lower. Student discount, a lower price given to students. Chapter 2. Cars. Sometimes a car is the best choice. The driver chooses where to go. There is no specific route or schedule. You do not have to own a car. There are other ways to get rides. One way is a taxi. This may be called a cab. A driver picks you up, pay by the distance. It is common to tip the driver. Most people tip 10 to 15%. A taxi can cost a lot. There are other options. Some apps offer rides that may cost less. Taxi. A car whose driver charges money to take people where they want. Usually the cost depends on the distance. You may know someone with a car. Try carpooling. This means sharing rides. Ride to school together or shop at the same time. Offer to pay for gas. Some websites help you find carpools. Carpool. To ride together in one car instead of taking separate cars to a place. Chapter 3. Driving. Driving is a convenient way to get around, but it can cost a lot, and there are many rules to follow. Getting a driver's license. You must know how to drive. Take lessons if you need them. Some schools offer classes. There are driving schools too. Drivers must have a permit or license. Get this at the Department of Motor Vehicles. This is called the DMV. Find a DMV office nearby. The website tells what to bring. You must pass a driving test. There is a written test too. It covers U.S. driving laws. DMV, a state government office that gives out driver's licenses and permits, stands for Department of Motor Vehicles. Driving expenses. Driving has many expenses. Buying a car is just the start. Drivers need car insurance. This helps pay for accidents. Car owners pay for gas. They pay to take care of the car. This all adds up. Some roads have tolls. You have to pay to drive on toll roads. Parking can cost money too. Toll, a money amount drivers must pay to use a road. Owning a car can cost a lot. Add up the expenses. Decide if a car is right for you. Chapter 4. Other options. Many people choose to walk or bike. These are healthy choices. They can save money too. Walking. Some towns are small. Walking can be a good choice. There are rules about where to walk. Use a sidewalk or walk on the shoulder. This is the strip next to the road. Stay on roads or sidewalks. Do not cut through private property. Stay off highways. Use smaller roads. Always walk facing traffic. You can see cars coming. Cross at an intersection. Find a crosswalk if possible. Cross at a green light or wait for a walk symbol. Biking. Biking may be a good choice. People who ride bikes are called cyclists. Cyclists must obey traffic rules. Bike lanes are just for cyclists. So are bike trails. These are safer. Wear a helmet. This is the law in many places. It could save your life. There are racks for bikes. Park your bike there. Be sure to lock it up. There are many ways to travel in the U.S. Many people use public transportation. Others drive or bike. People walk when they can. Compare the costs. Choose what works for you.